In the bustling heart of Rome, the Senate declared the need for new recruits, sending heralds through the city's streets. Young men, inspired by tales of glory and honor, felt a mixture of excitement and apprehension. The air was thick with anticipation as families bid farewell to their sons, who would soon face the rigors of military training. Recruits marched in small groups towards the training camp, their minds racing with thoughts of the challenges ahead. The spring air was cool, but the sun's ascent promised a warmer afternoon. Along the way, seasoned soldiers shared stories of past battles, both to inspire and to warn the new recruits of the reality of warfare. The recruits arrived at the camp, greeted by the stern gaze of their centurions. The camp was a hive of activity, with soldiers practicing drills and maintaining their equipment. The sight of the disciplined legionaries stirred a mix of awe and intimidation in the hearts of the newcomers. Centurion Lucius, a battle-hardened veteran, conducted the first inspection, assessing each recruit's physical condition. The recruits stood in the morning mist, feeling the weight of Lucius's scrutiny. Any sign of weakness was noted, for the Roman army demanded nothing less than peak physical condition. Training commenced with basic drills designed to instill discipline and coordination. The recruits practiced marching in formation, their footsteps creating a rhythmic thud on the hard ground. The repetitive drills under the scorching midday sun tested their endurance and commitment. Next came weapon training, where recruits learned to wield the gladius and pilum with precision. The clang of steel against steel echoed through the camp as centurions corrected stances and techniques. Blisters and bruises were common, but each recruit grew stronger and more skilled with each passing day. Endurance drills pushed the recruits to their limits, with long runs and obstacle courses through varied terrain. The summer heat was relentless, turning the exercises into grueling tests of stamina. Many recruits struggled, their lungs burning and muscles aching, but the promise of becoming a legionary kept them going. Training progressed to formation tactics, where recruits learned the importance of the Roman phalanx. Centurion Lucius emphasized teamwork and discipline, drilling the recruits in shield formations. The recruits moved as one unit, the sun casting long shadows as they practiced under the watchful eyes of their trainers. Mock battles were staged to simulate real combat scenarios, complete with the chaos and noise of war. Recruits faced off against each other, their adrenaline pumping as they engaged in fierce skirmishes. The thrill of battle was tempered by the understanding that real combat would be far more brutal and unforgiving. Night maneuvers introduced the recruits to the challenges of operating in darkness. The cool night air was a welcome relief from the day's heat, but navigating in the dark required heightened awareness and coordination. The recruits learned to rely on their senses and trust their comrades in the blackness of night. Life in the Roman camp taught recruits the importance of order and routine. Each soldier had specific duties, from maintaining weapons to building fortifications. The daily routines fostered a sense of discipline and camaraderie, essential for the cohesion of the legion. Centurion Lucius enforced discipline with an iron hand, meting out harsh punishments for any infraction. The recruits learned quickly that disobedience and laxity were met with severe consequences. The fear of punishment kept the recruits in line, ensuring that the legion operated like a well-oiled machine. Physical conditioning remained a constant focus, with rigorous exercises designed to build strength and resilience. Recruits lifted heavy stones, ran long distances, and performed calisthenics until exhaustion. The grueling regimens sculpted their bodies, transforming them into formidable soldiers. The psychological aspect of training was equally intense, as recruits were taught to overcome fear and doubt. Centurion Lucius instilled a warrior's mindset, emphasizing bravery, honor, and loyalty to Rome. The recruits' spirits were forged in the fires of relentless drills and the camaraderie of shared hardships. Recruits swore an oath of loyalty to Rome and their commander, sealing their commitment to the legion. The solemn ceremony took place under the open sky, with the sun setting behind the hills. This oath marked their transformation from civilians to soldiers, bound by duty and honor. Advanced tactics training involved complex maneuvers and strategic planning. Recruits practiced ambushes, defensive formations, and siege techniques. The practical lessons were underscored by historical examples, with centurions recounting famous battles and tactics used by great Roman generals. The final assessments tested the recruits' skills, endurance, and discipline in a series of demanding exercises. Centurion Lucius watched closely as they demonstrated their proficiency in combat and tactics. The recruits knew that failure was not an option. Their future as legionaries depended on their performance. Graduation day arrived with a sense of accomplishment and anticipation. The recruits stood in formation, their polished armor gleaming in the sunlight. Centurion Lucius commended their hard work and dedication, officially welcoming them into the ranks of the Roman legion. The newly minted legionaries faced their first deployment, marching out of the camp with a mix of excitement and apprehension. The journey took them through varied landscapes, from lush valleys to arid plains, each step a test of their training. The soldiers moved with purpose, their formation tight and disciplined, ready to face whatever lay ahead. As the legionaries marched into the horizon, they carried with them the legacy of Rome's military might. The training had forged them into a cohesive unit, ready to defend the empire and expand its borders. The Roman legions, disciplined and formidable, stood as a testament to the strength and resilience of ancient Rome. Our journey through time comes to an end for today. We embark on new adventures every week. If you relish the experience, please like and subscribe.